Marie. Patty's behind the camera right now. We're going to teach you how to make Miriam's really fast and easy chocolate Amish brownies. We're going to be using the double burner griddle, and we're going to be using it to bake. So obviously Amish people might not have a microwave, so we're actually melting our fudge mixture inside our silicone prep bowls. Inside this bowl is chocolate chips, a little bit of sweetened condensed milk, and butter. So we're going to whisk this up. You want to whisk this up right there. Inside our stainless steel bowl is 1 box of chocolate cake mix, 2 eggs, and 1/3 cup of oil. This mixture, Tammy, if you want to come right over here, I'm going to put you to work. This mixture comes out like cookie dough. Do you see it? And we're just going to roll it right here on our double burner griddle. I saved a little bit that's going to be put on top, and you'll notice, oh, come on. Okay, just lightly, let's roll it. When you're using our dough and pizza roller, also known as our baker's roller, it's really great. It actually won an award as one of the best designed kitchen tools because from an engineering standpoint, you're actually using your body weight, not the strength in your wrist. So we're going to roll out our dough. And we have like a base of cookie dough that's actually made out of our cake mix. So on this one, we are going to, we did half a box. And I just want to show you that those of you with a starter kit can use your small saute pan. So you can use a Jiffy box mix and then 1 egg and about 1/4 cup of oil. So we have our dough rolled out in here. And now we have our fudge sauce that is in our prep bowl. Take a look at what this looks like. See our fudge sauce? And that's just going to get poured.
Marie, why is silicone, why is that doing that instead of doing it on the glass prep bowls?
Okay, because when you're melting chocolate, silicone doesn't transfer heat. If you did this in like your batter bowl, or your glass bowls, or even like a double boiler, stainless steel will absorb the heat. And people who work with chocolate talk about something called seizing. You know, like your chocolate seizes up because it overcooks. This is also the perfect thing for like dipping your strawberries, your pretzels, that kind of stuff. So the silicone prep bowl is great. Obviously, those of us with microwave ovens could melt our thing in the oven. So now, Veronica, if you wouldn't mind, we have just a little bit of chocolate left, and we're just going to kind of break it off on top. And we're going to do the same thing here. Here's our fudge sauce in our full-size one. And we are just going to pour this. Take a look at how glossy and shiny this is. Oh my God. Isn't it amazing? Well, wait till you see it when it comes out of the oven. And again, do you see what Veronica's doing over there? We're just going to sprinkle the little bit of old home ec cookies. We're just going to spread this little mixture around. Okay, other things that you can sprinkle on top are things like chopped walnuts, pecans, whatever you would normally top your brownies with. So this is going to go in a 350-degree oven. It's going to bake for 17 minutes. Do you hear me? 17 minutes, that's all. When it comes out, we're going to cut it with our cheese knife so we don't scrape this up. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about all the other things that you can do with your double burner griddle. So if you want to finish putting this on top, and look at our finished, before it's baked, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to take it out in a minute and show you the baked stuff. But a few things about our griddle. Let's go ahead and get this in the oven. Yeah, just, you can use your hands. You can just use your hands. Almost like making gnocchi. A couple things. When you bake on your double burner griddle, when you bake on bakeware instead of stones, stones make things crispy. When you bake on a griddle, the titanium alloy that's in it, the thing that makes the ice cube melt right away and will defrost your meat, will keep cookies soft. So these chocolate chip cookies were actually baked on the griddle, and they come out really nice and soft. If you had frozen dough, such as cinnamon rolls, you can put the frozen dough on here. This would work like a defroster. They would quickly defrost, they would start rising. Then you're going to take the whole thing, put it in the oven to bake your cinnamon rolls, and then obviously put your icing out here. So it will be wonderful soft dough. So anything that's baked in there. You can also bake in our double burner grill pan. So things like our rings and our braids. So you can easily do a chicken broccoli braid recipe in there. You could be, now for breakfast, let's say you have leftover baked potatoes. The coarse grater, you're going to shred it up to make your hash brown fries. You want to preheat your griddle just like you preheat your grill pan. So about 5 minutes on medium-high heat. You can put a little bit of olive oil if you have our dripless pourer or our silicone brush, and then you're going to put those potatoes right on there. They're going to crisp up right away. You can move them to the side. Then your onions and green peppers, mushrooms, saute up your breakfast stuff. Then put it all back, and then you have your scrambled egg mixture that, you know, is basically just your eggs, salt and pepper, a little bit of milk. You can pour it over there. Obviously, the walls are not too high, so you can't do more than maybe 9 or 10 eggs. But then you put the whole frittata, or whatever you want to call it, in the oven and bake it for about 20 minutes. You have a nice breakfast casserole. Same idea with the grill pan. You could do the same thing. Leave the potatoes out and create a breakfast sausage mixture that you use your mix and chop to cook up your mushrooms, your peppers, your onions, whatever seasoning you want. Add in your scrambled eggs, and if you wanted to make real creamy scrambled eggs, add a little bit, besides milk, a little bit of cream cheese that's softened in there. Put them in the oven to bake, and then in the meantime, whip up some pico de gallo. Have your flour tortillas, and when they come out of the oven, you can take your scrambled egg mixture, put it on a warmed up flour tortilla, and have your pico de gallo, and you have a nice brunch recipe. And that is a gift from my friends in Shipshewana.